No one said your excuses are not reasonable or are not founded on facts or real event. All we say is that your excuses are lame. Lame only because they are based on a fact or a reason that has nothing to do with the final outcome. The dictionary definition of an excuse is: an excuse is an explanation or a reason given to justify an offense or a fault. As I grow up, I realized how much easier it is to come up with lame excuses. Now, this may be offensive to many people when you say to them that your excuse is lame. But I want to give you a little bit of relief. When we talk about lame excuses, we are not referring to the reason or the explanation itself, because sometimes the explanation or the reason is valid, factual, and based on real events. The lameness does not lie in its validity, does not lie in it being a fact or not, but the lameness of an excuse lies in the fact that the reason given or the explanation given has nothing to do whatsoever with the final outcome. So it means you have taken something and you have made it forcefully, kicking and screaming against its will. You have taken it and you have turned it into a reason not to be successful. That is why we call it a lame excuse. Here's the reason why it is easy for us to pile up a lot of excuses. It is because it is easy to come up with excuses. It is also hard for us to accept personal responsibilities because it comes with humility. The funny thing though about excuses is that they will not pay the rent, is that excuses are not changeable into any currency that we use in the world. You cannot take excuses to the bank, you cannot take them to the shop, you cannot use them to pay the bills. So my question is, why are you busy piling up excuses? What are you going to do with them at the end of the day? The only thing that your excuses will end up bringing for you is regret. Yes, you heard me, regret. That painful experience of realizing, oh my goodness, I have failed to make something out of myself, and I have all these excuses surround me, but none of that counts now. The fact remains is I had plenty of opportunity to try again until I am successful, but I did not, because I was content with the fact that I had so many excuses. So here is my definition for what an excuse is. Straightforward. An excuse is any reason you give before you take personal responsibility. So let me give you a solution based on that explanation. Next time you are tempted to come up with an excuse to justify yourself, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what is my part in this outcome? What is it that I did or did not do? What is it that I could have done better or differently to ensure the desired outcomes? Ask yourself, what is it that I am learning about myself through this process of failing? And lastly, ask yourself, when am I going to try again?